Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, camp is a ghost town right now. Everybody's out on the side-by-sides, tearing it up. Beautiful place. The California desert again. Ocotillo Wells is where we are. It's a really cool place. Oh look, there come some of them now. Oh wait, those are other people. Those are strangers. Never mind. Looks like Chuck's. So anyways, I thought I'd take advantage of this peace and quiet to make a video. I'm staying behind because this poor little thing has been, well, she's been sick as a dog, let's say. She has these episodes every couple months or so where she just her whole GI system goes awry and she throws up and she poops and has terrible diarrhea. So Ed and I have been taking turns staying up with her all night for the past 3 nights, and so I was up with her all last night. I didn't go to bed till 6:30 this morning, so we don't want to leave her alone because if she has accidents, it's hard to clean up. Nobody wants to deal with that. By the way, if your pet has accidents, the best thing to use to clean it up is vinegar and water mix. Ed and I used to have a carpet cleaning company back in another life, and that's the best way to clean up those kind of messes. So 50-50 mix is what I like to do, vinegar and water. Hose it down, saturate it, and then blot it up with paper towels or a towel. So that's my tip for the day, I guess. There's Bandit, aka Little Homie, doing what he does best. But Luna is actually feeling better. She's resting comfortably. So she has these episodes, I think they're related to her cancer. She has cancer. You can see that was the spot that started it all. She's got a couple other spots now, but I think I'll do a video about Luna's story because she's quite the survivor. She's been living with this cancer for almost 7 years. So I think I'll do a video about that as soon as I'm done cooking. Hi Luna, how you doing? You know, this dog just never ceases to amaze me. So she's been really sick and we've been preparing for the worst. And then all of a sudden, after not eating for 4 days, she started eating again today. Actually, yesterday. And she's been drinking water again for the last couple of days. So I don't know how she does it, but she always manages to pull out. This is probably the 10th time she's had an episode like this. We're not sure what it is, assuming it's related to her cancer. So she has, this is where it all started. She's still wearing a diaper because she was having some terrible diarrhea, so we didn't want to have accidents in here. But there's the big tumor that started it all. So it's a mast cell tumor, which are very common to boxers. Yeah, am I talking about you? Don't worry, we'll probably put in some pictures of you. We'll make a slideshow, tribute to Luna, survivor dog. So anyways, she had that big lump for a while, and then in like 2013, we decided to have the vet check it out. So they tested it and it came back positive as cancerous. They sent us off to the cancer specialist, who wanted to do a surgery. He wanted to cut a piece out of her leg right here. And when he was describing it to us, he described it as a shark bite size. So that was my first, you know, not red flag, but just like a jolt of what are we about to do here? And he also said that she might be incontinent and immobile, possibly from the surgery, depending on if they nick a nerve or whatever. Meanwhile, we're looking at a dog who, she might have this big black thing hanging off her leg, but other than that, she had no symptoms at all. She wasn't sick. So, you know, the vet, because of this whole incident with her, I had a huge falling out with my vet of 20 years, and now we hardly ever go to the vet. So they convinced me that I needed to go do the surgery with her, and we actually had her there at the vet on the appointment day. They had already taken her to the back, and then this lady comes into the waiting room who was, you know, there for something with one of her pets and started talking to us. And she was like, "Oh, what's your dog here for?" And I told her, and she said, "Oh, yeah, I used to have a boxer, and she used to get those tumors all the time. They'd cut them out, and then they'd come right back." And something just hit me like a lightning bolt, and I felt like that was a sign that we shouldn't do the surgery. And so I asked them, oh, by the way, the surgery was going to cost upwards of $3,000. So that was another issue as well. So yeah, I went and told the receptionist, give me my dog back. We're not going to do the surgery. We changed our minds and we took her home. And initially I was like, oh my gosh, what did we just do? We both were, Ed and I were like, what did we just do? Because the vet then proceeded to act like we have just put a death sentence on the dog by refusing to do this surgery. And they kind of harassed us for a while. They called us and sent us emails and, you know, it's not too late to do the surgery for Luna. And we just didn't felt that it was not the right thing to do. And at this time I was in school. I was working on my bachelor's degree, so I had access to all these really good libraries. And I started doing some research in veterinary journals about these kind of tumors and found that if the tumor's been there, I forget the exact details, I should have wrote it down, but something like if it's been there for 18 months or longer and hasn't spread and killed the dog by then, it probably won't ever. They'll probably outlive it. And then I also learned that these types of tumors are spread through histamines. So we started giving her antihistamines, and she's been on Benadryl ever since. We just give her Benadryl with every meal. And then we also changed her diet to organic and grain-free. And yeah, that was almost 7 years ago. Anyways, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm really tired. It's been a very long, about a week and a half that she's been sick. Ed and I have been taking turns staying up at night with her in the living room, just in case she has to go out suddenly. We don't want to have accidents in here, and just to make sure that she's okay. But it's been a long, long road. We were preparing for the worst. We were getting ready to call someone out. I mean, it had been, 4 days that she didn't eat. She had started drinking again, and we were surprised by that, but now she's eating. She ate like a whole scrambled egg this morning. So let's see, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so in addition to living with this cancer, she and going through the loss of all of our other dogs, now she appears to be coming back from this latest bout, which definitely is the worst by far. I kind of can't believe she's doing better. We've been giving her pain medicine, anti-nausea medicine, anti-diarrhea medicine. We've been giving her syringes full of chicken broth and Pedialyte into her mouth. I've got one of those needleless syringes. We just squirted in there, so I guess that was enough to keep her going, but we're still watching her day by day. Today is the day of Grandma's memorial, and I have stayed behind to take care of Luna. Ed went ahead and went without me because originally we were going to take them with us to go to the memorial, but she didn't do so good in the car the other day. And, she's in the diaper. She still is having diarrhea sometimes. It didn't seem like a good idea to put her in the car. It's also going to be super hot where they're going. I think upper 80s. So upper 80s in the car, not a good place for a dog. But for now, she seems to be doing better. She's quite the survivor. Quite a special dog. Look, see? She's getting a drink. There's evidence right there. Good girl. Good girl, you getting a drink? All right, say prayers for her, guys. We were preparing for the worst. Oh, I'm not talking to you. We were preparing for the worst, but we would definitely love more time with her. So keep her in your prayers. GoPro, stop recording.
Major dust storm going on outside. I don't know what the wind speed is, but there's a lot of dust moving in there.